Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, we're gonna do my eyeshadow palettes of my collection, my makeup collection. I'm not sure in which order everything's gonna go up, but I just want to let you guys know, outside of candles, wax, I absolutely love makeup. I was never allowed to wear makeup growing up, and it really, not that I was self-taught. If I had any fancy occasion, like a Christmas party or anything like that, I used to go and treat myself to MAC, because when I just felt like MAC was at every counter in Canada, like the Bay and things like that. And I think they still have it, whereas if you pay $50, they will do your makeup, and then you can use that $50 either just for the makeup that they put on you, or you can use it towards makeup to purchase, which, hello, who wouldn't do that? And normally that's how I got my lipstick collection started. Not that so much about the collection, but when you're going out, of course I want my lipstick so I can reapply for the evening. So anyway, that's what I used to do. And now, you know, with YouTube tutorials and things like that, and there's so many different people out there. We are all, if guys or girls alike, of course, we can appreciate certain YouTubers. Maybe we have similar tastes. It's no different than candles and wax. Maybe we have different eye shape, or same eye shapes and things like that. So we can watch their tutorials and really find what will work for us. And essentially what really makes a difference is taking the time to carve yourself out some time to do it. Don't do it with too much wine. Although when I'm getting ready and I don't have to drive anywhere, I love to have a glass of wine. It's like my favorite thing. Good music going on, a glass of wine, and do my makeup. I just love that. So anyway, on to this video, which is eyeshadow palettes. So basically I pulled anything with 3 different shadows or more. I will start off with Wet n Wild. And so Wet n Wild, I have quite a few things because they were really the first I dove into, because they're very, they were a great price. The price point was amazing, and the colors were up my alley. I have decluttered some things, which I've given to friends, but these are just some of the, I'll just show you some of my originals. These are the original, like, iconic trios from Wet n Wild. We've got Sweetest Candy on the left and Walking on Eggshells on the right, both of which have many YouTubers, big ones, small ones, all that, have raved about these in the past. This is beautiful. Like, stunning. And for in Canada, this is like $4. This is amazing. Now they've reformulated like the size, and I think like this one here that we're going to show you next is kind of what they did. They went from a 3 to a 4 pan. But Walking on Eggshells, I've never decluttered because I love the colors. Same with Sweetest Candy. This is just a deeper version of Walking on Eggshells. I do find though, like they always have it when you get this brand new, is brow bone, crease, and lid. I do find the brow bones to always be very shiny. So if you don't want that in your brow bone, this actually would make a very nice cheek highlight, to be honest with you. And that's how another way you can use this as well. And then they've always stamped this crease, and that's one lid. And you can sort of see the lid one is a little bit bigger than this one in the middle, and so on. So I really do love this. This is the pink here, just beautiful. I love pink eyeshadow. It looks well, it looks good on my eyes. I love pinks, I love golds, purples, greens I'm starting to get into. This is what they look like now. Those ones I just showed you are the trios. They're a little bit older. And then we've got these Wet n Wild 4 pans, so quads. And this one is in Petalette. So this is the purples, because I have green eyes, and you can see I haven't used it as much as I should. I've really got, now that we're into fall winter, I really need to pull this out more. So they stamped this eyelid color, that a transition, that a brow bone, and that a crease. So, you know, just to give you guys an idea, yeah, that is like all the colors. So just really, really love this. And with my green eyes, the purple and the pinks, they just stand out so well. So I highly recommend these. And this is all a quince palette. There's 5 of these. I really like this one for a boring looking palette that it looks like. It's very good. This one's The Naked Truth. Let's see if I can open it without like busting my nail. You know how it is. There you go. So this one's stamped brow bone. This is definer. I believe that's lid. That's all over base, I think, and this is crease. Now, I don't tend to put chunky glitter in my crease, and you can see that I have really not touched this one very much. But these 4 here I've used quite a bit. I really like it, you guys. Again, they're great. And I have 2 of their iconic 8-pan formulas. I have on the left Comfort Zone and on the right Pedal Pusher. I have had other ones in the past where I have decluttered, but these, again, because of green eyes, I think Pedal Pusher is beautiful for my eyes. And Comfort Zone, again, was one of those ones that the beauty gurus talked about nonstop. Like, you guys, this definer on the bottom, look at the duochrome. These 8 pans, like, I don't know if they have this per se anymore. Like, I've had these for a little while, but these 8 pans are literally, in Canadian dollars, keeping in mind, Canadian dollars was under $10. So, like, it's just so amazing, and I love it, love it, love it. The golds are great. The brow bone, like, that's, you can use it on the lid. It really doesn't make a difference, but I absolutely love it. So, highly recommend these. Such a good bang for your buck. I have great luck with that. Something I'm still trying to figure out, I'm not necessarily bashing on it yet. I haven't given it too much time. Oops, sorry. This is the Almay Naturalista palette. There was a couple different shade ranges. There's this one and another one. I did buy this in the summertime, and a lot of these colors to me screamed a lot more fall, so I held on to it. You know, I used this gold one and this champagne one, and they're okay, but I'm still trying to figure out how to use some of these colors. So I will dive into this more to give it a better idea, but I have used this one here, and it's lovely. And the golds, the golds on my green eyes always look smashing. I do love a gold. So let's go on to some Revolution Makeup Revolution. Now, Revolution Makeup Revolution is like a dupes company. They like to dupe a lot of things. Now, I can't tell you exactly what these are supposed to dupe exactly. I'm sure one of you guys would be able to say. But this one here, this one is the Redemption Eyeshadow Palette Iconic 2. So I think this is supposed to be like Naked 2, I think. But I love these. There are a lot of similar colors here. I would say stick with 3 different colors on your eye. You've got a crease color, a lid color, and a defining color. Because if you get too much, a lot of like these 2 are very similar. This could be very similar to this, which is a slight different tone. But I am appreciative of a black. I'm appreciative of this color. It could be an all over lid color as well. I do like these very much. Again, in Canada, I think these were $12. This one is the Salvation Palette Run Boy Run. I don't know what this is supposed to be a dupe of. I'm going to flip this upside down so the mirror's not in the way. So, of course, you've got all these, oh my gosh, little sticks behind me. All of these shades up above, which are matte. And all of these here, which have, like, they're not glitter, but they are definitely, some are satin, some are, what am I trying to say? Satin, not like glitter chunks, but more sparkly. So I really love this. I've used this quite a bit. Again, I'm glad they have a black and I'm glad they have a light shade. Continuing on with palettes from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted Scented Eyeshadow Palette. So it's supposed to smell like nectarine or something. It really doesn't smell like that much, to be honest with you. And I did get this in the summertime at the same time as this Almay palette. And I did use this one here from L'Oreal a lot more. Of course, you can sort of see the colors I've dipped into a little bit more. Some of these colors. This is definitely a warm palette on my eyes. Even this brown pulls more of an auburn shade. Definitely a warm palette. Very nice for summertime. Like that's going to be a beautiful. I've used all of these shades, but these 2 and this one here in the corner were used the most. I look forward to using that again in the summer. And that one was Canadian dollars. L'Oreal is still expensive. This is like $20 Canadian. It is still pricey. My one and only Maybelline Eye Studio quad, and this is in the quad Mad for Mauve, where you can see right there. And I just love this one. Again, it's got greens, it's got plums, it's got this beautiful like rose gold and this beautiful pink champagne color. I love all these colors together. I use the green the least amount, but I would like, this is a beautiful floral look. You got your greenery and your, you know, it's just, I love these colors. They work really well on my eyes. Again, I do have green eyes, so that's why it works so well. And thank you to my friend Gail for sending me these. This is the NYX Professional Makeup. This is Cosmic Metals, and this is Lid Lingerie. So Cosmic Metals was obviously, they are all like satin or some sort of, yeah, like satin colors. I use the most, as you can see, these two here. These two shades I use the most, and this one on the bottom a little bit, but I've still yet, these ones are more fall for me. So if I'm going to try them, they would definitely best be tried out in the fall, in my opinion. I love them very much. And I also love this. This is an all matte palette, and I use this a lot for the crease. I use this for my brow bone. I've used this actually blended with this for my crease as well. You know, I've used them all. I've used everything. I really enjoy this. I love that this is a matte palette, and I love that she sent me also this really nice sheen palette as well. Kind of going back to the Makeup Revolution, these are new for me, but these are the, I'll show you the first one here. This is the Emily Edit palette in the Needs. And Emily is one of my favorite YouTubers, no BS, no drama at all, and I appreciate that. She doesn't call people out. She doesn't do this or the other. She's really just like, this is a nice lady that just stays out of everything. So she has her own YouTube channel called Emily Noel 83. I've been following her for like 4 years. So this is, she got to collaborate with Revolution, Makeup Revolution. And this is the Needs palette. And I'm gonna turn this up, well, let's see. Try not to put them here. So we have a bronzer, a blush, a highlighter, what she said you could use for really anything you want, but like under eye setting. And then you have 6 shades of eyeshadow. And you can really kind of use them any way, shape, or form you want. I use this palette less than what I'm about to show you, but I do like them. I would definitely use a lot of these colors with other things from other palettes. But to say that this is what I would need, I wouldn't necessarily say that. But what I absolutely am loving is this big, big one. And that little palette was like $15, and this one's $20, like American dollars. This is a huge palette. This is the Emily Edit The Wants. Holy cow. I am going to have to turn this one upside down. The mirror is ginormous. It is the same size as the pan, like the whole thing here. Ooh, I have to go all the way back to get this all in frame. Wow. Okay, so there's amazing color here. I've especially used Cupcake. I've used Hobby, The Cream, Midwest, Dues Paid, Prayer. I have tried the corduroy. This is a look I was trying to mix around with. Corduroy with Grateful. The one that I've had troubles with is Eve Rose, which is the name of her daughter, which is not the unfortunate part, like I said before, but I don't get as much of a payoff on Eve Rose as I do others. But there's some colors I still gotta dive into. Oh, and I use this one here, Apartment. I really, really love this. In fact, I was wearing this today for work. So for $20 on the Makeup Revolution website, I highly recommend it. They blend really well for me. So let's go on to a little bit of higher end. This is the Tarte Pro palette. I never looked back when I bought this. I was hesitant. I broke the palette a little bit. I dropped it and a little something broke. The little clasp. Anyway, comes with a ginormous mirror. Let's see if we can do it this way. A nice shiny back in the background there. So the way they have it look, if I were to hold it the correct way, let's do it this way. Hi everyone. This is kind of the color combinations that they have set up in here. And the nice thing I like that they got all the names on everything. There's no like plastic piece or anything like that. I've used the heck out of these. I've used the heck out of that row, and I use these 4 here on the bottom more than I do all of these ones, because these deeper shades I don't get the opportunity to wear as often. I recommend this very much. I very much enjoyed it. Something you've seen in my favorites time and time again, I absolutely love it, is Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. They don't make it in this particular style in these exact colors anymore, which is so sad. There is a mirror up here, but I just never use it. It's got like a pamphlet telling you all the different ways you can do your makeup, I guess. So this is like, they've got it for the day, the classic, the fashion. I use all of these for, oh, this little sticking up, for everything. I pull this palette out where I might need a color from here that I can't get with another palette. I use this with my individual eyeshadows. I adore this thing to death. There's some major pan, like I'm almost hitting pan on a few of these, and I'm worried because the new one that they've made, the new natural mattes, is not quite the same. And why wreck a good thing, guys? Why wreck a good thing? All right, I'm gonna speed this up a bit. This is the Artist palette, and by Laura Mercier. This is one of my very first little palettes I ever bought. Nice mirror. And again, I have green eyes, so I love purples. So this is a great palette. I've used everything, loads. I love American or African Violet. I love these colors here. This is Guava, Primrose, Sparkling Dew. Fresco is a beautiful crease color. They're all amazing. Highly recommend that, especially if the eye color is similar to mine. I think you would love it. All right, might be a little controversial now because of her, whatever her stance and whatever, is Kat Von D's Shade and Light Eye Palette. Regardless of her decisions and choices in life for her child, I love this palette. This is all matte. They've kind of grouped it, these four things here, these ones in the middle, those ones there, kind of like a neutral, or sorry, a warm, or cool, no, neutral, cool, warm, I think is how it went. Anyway, I'm not very good at this, but I use all of these. I love them. Love it. Again, it's one of those palettes that I sometimes pull out when I'm using individual shadows to put in my crease and things like that. So I really, really love that. Highly recommend it. And Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. One of my absolute favorite palettes. I would actually buy it back up. If I knew that they were stopping, like if they were going to stop production on it or whatnot, I would buy a backup of this in a heartbeat. I absolutely love this. This has allowed me to try some different things with my makeup. I am happy. You've got like cooler tones, you got neutral tones, you got warm tones. I got colors here I never thought I'd ever wear, but I may not use them as often, but I have ventured out. And the nice thing about filming on YouTube, you guys, on top of the obvious things like being the 21st century pen pal and that, is that I get to experiment with makeup. A lot of these eye looks I just don't wear to work because they're too bold and, you know, they don't go with what I'm wearing. It's just super casual. So that's one thing I really love. Hi. And so we've got a couple of ColourPop. This is something I did not haul yet. This does not have a mirror, but that's fine. These are like $12. So this is ColourPop in, what are we? Double Entendre. I just got this and I've used it a lot. I'm really enjoying it. It's a mixture of, well, there's a glitter, but there's sheen and satins. I love these colors. These are right up my alley. I have used every single color in this palette except for the one with the sparkles thus far, but that's not to say that I won't use it in the future. I absolutely love this. Highly recommend it. Again, this is in the Double Entendre from ColourPop. And this is Kathleen Light's The Zodiac palette. I've talked about this before. This one does have a mirror. Oops. And these are all the colors. I will say this row on the bottom is the row that I have not tried. I've not ventured out on any of these. But I've used all of these up above in the first two rows. I really enjoy them. Again, a great mixture of mattes, satins. Look at this. Like, holy moly. Wow. Right? I just don't know where to wear this in this blue, which I know blue and purple are really difficult to get right from what I've been told. So anyway, I absolutely love this. Highly recommend it. I believe it's still on the website. And last but not least, I was able to, when this first came out, before everything sold out, the only thing I could really get was this eyeshadow palette. Again, from ColourPop. This is a Disney designer collection for ColourPop. And these are the shades here. And I'm really starting to love it. I've used it a few times, really enjoyed it. Look at this freaking silver. Like, bam. Like crazy. Ugh, it's intense. But anyway, I love this palette, really enjoying it. So I would definitely recommend ColourPop, even if you're Canadian, you guys. I can only speak for myself. I've ordered 3 times. I've never paid for shipping or customs. And if you spend $50 or more internationally outside of anywhere in the US, it's free shipping. But that's pretty easy to do. Like if I'm going to place an order, it's going to be $50 or more. Like I generally make it between 50 and 60 American dollars. So anyway, you guys, that is a wrap for my eyeshadow palettes of 3 colors or more. All right, you guys, thanks very much for watching. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.